right here, Joey. There we go. All right, so in your notes that you had, it talked about Kepler and talked about what he thought was the center of the Earth, right? First of all, he decided there's an elliptical circle that goes around, the sun's in the middle, the Earth rotate around. And as he found out, as it was rotating around, of course, where we are as far as where the sun is, depending on what month we are in. You remember all that back from elementary school. So now what we're going to do now is now we're going to apply math, okay? So in your notes, you have a statement which has TA over TB, and that squared equals RA over RB, and this is cubed, right? Now, what does TA and TB stand for?
Period A and period B.
Yep, these are periods. And when we're talking about periods, we're talking about as we are in the sun and we are the earth, there's certain periods that we're in, right? How many periods do we have? 12, because there's 12 months. Okay? So what does R stand for?
Ratio distance.
Yeah, ratio distance between the center, right? And when we're talking about center, we're talking about the center of the planet, right? And so those are the questions that we're going to use. So if we look at question number 1 on page 181, it talks about if G is one of Jupiter's moons and has a period of 7.15 days, how many units is its orbital radius? And use the information given for an example problem 1. So what do we know and what do we not know?
That is,
What do we know?
we know it's period. It has 30 days. It has period of 30 days.
Yep, we know that it has a period of 30 days. 7.15 days, right? That's what question number 1 says. It says that this Jupiter moon has a period of 7.15 days.
It's twice the distance.
Okay, so when we're talking about RA, right, that's our 7.15 days. Okay, what other thing do we have? Where did Miss Sloan get 1.8 days from?
Your example problem 1.
Yep, from problem 1. What else do we have?
16.7 days
Yep,
and 4.2 days.
yes.
Oh, yeah.
So
It's 4.2 units.
4.2 units, correct. That's going to be cubed. And we're going to times this by this. All right, so let's figure out how we're going to put it in our calculator. Now I'm going to tell you what the answer is. The answer is 11 units.
I think I know.
How do we know it's 11 units?
Because those are units that's used.
That's the units that you use. See if you can put that in your calculator, see if you get 11. Now, what mode do we need to be in?
Degree, right?
Normal,
What? Okay.
right? No degrees, because there's no sine or cosine. And I'm sorry I don't have a calculator. That's what I was trying to download. Now, if you notice, Miss Sloan put a 3 in front of the square root, didn't she? Okay.
Oh, I just noticed that.
It's all right, I just did it. I'm getting faster. Okay, that's be a 3, Print a square root. It's okay. Make sure you're using your alpha y equal also. Yep. Good job. Got one person that got it. Yeah, put three. Just put 3 in front of it. Uh-huh.
Center right one.
Yep.
I'm plug something in.
You put brackets in. Where's your brackets? Alpha y equal. Well, I need my calculator on mine. Okay. Overhead.
So does that 7.15 need to be in the,
Yeah,
square root?
yeah. I'm gonna put this over here. And I'm gonna have him bring his calculator up and show you. Since I can't do it. Because I don't have one. Put it over here so it's out of the way. You'll be able to see it. I hope so. Come on up, sir. Bring your computer since yours got it on. Put you on overhead. All right, sir, if you'll put it down here, open it up so people can see and just show them how to do it really quick. And why are you not good? Hold on just a second, unplug something.
Cannot get it.
All right, everybody, you ready? All right, sir, if you'll talk kind of loud.
All right, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to math, click 4, and then you're gonna get the cube root.
Okay, so hold on, slow down. So you're gonna do math, 4, and now do your cube 3.
Oh, is that
Everybody
what
there so far?
Yes. Is that what I was doing wrong? I was just
Yeah.
putting the 3 and then
That's what I did.
square root.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do, because, just doing that, it usually leads to an error or something.
Yeah, that's what I
So
couldn't
you're
get.
gonna have to cube root. Always go to math if you like do any of that.
All right, what else did you do, sir?
And this may come from calculus, so I double up on the brackets. Okay,
The square root.
4.2, close bracket, parent square, close the bracket. Multiply, open bracket, open another bracket, alpha y equals, enter, 7.15, down arrow, 1.8, over, close bracket, square root, square, yeah, that's square root, cube root. Oh, okay, yeah, I see what I did wrong because I'm about to get the wrong answer.
Yeah.
Right, go back, 4.2, and that's gonna be cube.
I think you can see it now.
Yeah, that's gonna be cube.
What about that final one? Is it square?
Right, yeah, the final one's squared, but
Yeah.
the one before it was cube.
4.12 is cubed.
Yeah, right here.
Hit your enter again.
You're supposed to get 10.53?
Yeah, you're supposed to get 10.53, but
All right, try again.
missed a step or something. So, math for,
Turn it on.
math for
Math 4.
cube root brackets, for the numbers.
4.2,
4.2.
close bracket, cubed.
Let's go back again.
Yeah.
Multiply, bracket, alpha y equals,
7.15.
7.15. Over 1.8. Over, close bracket. Square, yeah.
Yep.
Over, close bracket.
Yep.
Over.
And there's your 10.534.
I'll
Perfect.
put my bracket on the outside of it.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Now, I want you to stop for a minute and I want you to write yourself a note. Because you're going to need to know that note. So I'm going to give you the next problem. And I'm going to see if you can do it or not. Can I say this is going to be the hardest thing? I promise you this whole week is just this one little questions right here. They're ridiculous. All right, number 2. It says an asteroid revolves around the sun with the mean orbital radius twice as the Earth. Predict the period of the asteroid in Earth. Okay, so we have our TE again. What numbers do we have? Do we have any?
No, ma'am.
No. So how can we figure out what it is? Let Miss Lynn write this down for you. That's how you're going to know. And the only thing they're doing here is they're not asking for a number. They're just trying to see if you can rearrange the formula. They give you 1.04 though. Okay. Where'd they get the 2.84 from? 104 squared. That's all they did. They just did 104 squared.
So that was just a rewriting.
It's just rewriting the formula, and we're taking what we know, squaring it, and that's the only number we've got because we don't know anything else. So, yep, that's years. Thank you, sir. How about number 3? Venus has a period of revolution of 225 Earth days. Find the distance between the sun and Venus as it multiplies the Earth's average distance by the sun. Okay? We're going to use the chart on the left-hand side. Does that help? So we're trying to
Yeah.
find
Yeah.
Venus and Earth, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Venus.
So I'm going to do T and V for Venus and T, E for Earth. And I'm going to do revolution of Venus over the revolution of the Earth. And I'm going to cube that. So if I was rewriting this here, it would be R Venus over R Earth equals, I take this 3 and I bring it over here. 3, the square root of TV over TE. What is TV? What's the time in Venus? How many days? Tell us.
It tells you the radius, the mass, and the average distance from the sun.
Okay, so does it tell us in the question?
Yeah, I think it was like 525.
Yeah,
Yep,
225.
225 days. Okay, so it would be 3 divided by 225 days. How about Earth? How many days do we have here? 365. And what are we going to do to that? We're just multiplying that out. Now, if we're doing this, remember we have to use that special function in our math key. So see what you can get for this. Because this is 3 cubed again. I mean 3 squared. Remember how you got it?
Are we rounded?
Yes, please. When you get your answer, I want to come by and see yours.
I got one.
Okay, don't round. Keep that. Don't round to the nearest digit. Give me your decimal place, please. Yep. Keep it in decimal form. Don't round it to 1. Perfect. Everybody got it. Good job. All right, let's do number 4 now. Number 4 says Uranus requires 84 years to cycle the sun. Find Uranus' average distance from the sun as a multiple of the Earth's average distance from the sun. Oh, we don't use the table until 5. Sorry. So what are we going to do here? What's our formula?
Requires the sun.
Well, we're going to take TU, right? That's Uranus. And we're still doing Earth. We're changing this to Uranus. And that's Earth, right? What are we looking for? Okay?
Average distance from the sun.
Only thing we're going to do now is just change these numbers. How many years are at the top?
84.
84 years, okay? How about us? 1 year, right? That's what it says. So, the only thing to do is do your 3 square root of 84 over 1.
Now I'm starting to get easy.
Fantastic. And then we'll get into the table.
Rhonda? Where Rhonda?
No. Write down the number you got. Now, how many years is that?
4.38.
Okay. Okay.
Wait, what?
Did you get it, sir?
What is it?
You rounded.
Okay, all right.
Did you get 4.37?
Oh, did I put it in?
Supposed to get.
Oh, it's supposed to be 14?
I put it in wrong.
Oh, no, that's a Y.
That's a Y. I put
That's
it
a
in
Y.
14.
Yeah, that's 84 years and 1 year. Sorry.
I'm sorry, I put it in 14.
Let's do one more because I want to do one practice from the chart itself. So let's look at number 5. From table 1, you can find out the average of Mars is 1.52 times as far as from the sun as the Earth. Predict the time required for Mars to orbit the Earth in Earth days. Okay? We're doing Mars here. What we got?
You got that Mars is 1.52 times as far as from the sun as the Earth.
Mm-hmm.
So you can take the Earth equation and multiply it by 1.52.
1.52. Okay. Go for it. Let's see what you get. I need to see how many days you think it is. So this one, we're going to go and take square root of 468 times 10 to the 5th days squared. So what we did is we took the 115 revolutions over revolutions cubed times 365 days squared. When you did that equation, you should have got, when you did all this equation, you should have got 468 times 10 to the 5th days and then square root. So what I did is I did this first, multiplied that by 1. I did 1.15 divided by 1 cubed times 365 squared. See if you get 468. And then I square rooted it at the end because I couldn't do it all in one function. So you're going to do alpha y equal 1.15 divided by 1, and then you're going to cube that. You're going to times 365, and you're going to square that. Then you're going to get the answer, then you're going to square root the answer.
And if we square root the answer, we should get 468.
Mm-hmm. Well, when I got done, I got 684 days. But you know what? Who knows? I was doing it last night. Got my calculator, I can't tell you. We're trying to do it all separate. Yeah. Do the without the square root first. Order of operation is going to be confusing if you do it the same way. So just do alpha y equal 1.15 over 1 cubed first times 365 squared. Yeah. Well, see, the thing I think I have, the problem that you have up here is you have to do the multiplication first before you do the square root. And that's the reason why I broke it into 2 steps.
Okay, so let me get that right. You got 1.15.
Yes,
Well, you got the square root of 1.15, and then you got that cube,
yes,
and then you got that times
right.
365 squared.
Yeah, but this is
And-
what I should have done. I should not even include this yet. Because we're not doing that yet. We're gonna do this first, then we're gonna do that. Because 3 plus 2 is 5. I just wanna make sure my math's right.
I still got 450.
So you did that by itself, 1.5
Yes, ma'am.
cubed over 1? I don't know then. Mad at myself. With my calculator. Feel lost. So when you got this, when you multiplied these, or what did you get?
I got 450.13.
50. And then if you, okay. And did you square that
Yes, ma'am.
in square root?
You got a
Square root and square.
I got the same thing as him.
Yeah, that's what I say. It might be my math problem because I didn't do the math right. What'd you get then?
450.
Yeah, still 450. So that's the answer, and that's mine's wrong. Sorry, guys. That's what I get for not being able to double check. So it is 450, correct? Is that what y'all got? Jared, is that what you got?
I got 405.
405. All right, sir, what did you get? Ready?
I got 458, but I deleted it.
Okay. Well, I tell you what, we'll check it tomorrow when I have my calculator back because it's sitting in my house. All right, let's go back to the test now. Is everybody good so far? Let's go back to the test. Let me cancel this off.